Line End Movement, true peace and equality. What's up, everybody? Back with another video. Thank you for watching. This video is going to be about weather warfare. Weather warfare is similar to, it ain't similar actually, it is part of the chemtrails, the geoengineering, HARP, all plays a part into this weather warfare. They can create earthquakes, tornadoes, steer hurricanes. They can also make it rain, and they use HARP to heat up the ionosphere by spraying these heavy metals from the planes.
We do not consent
to the wars you use to kill the poor.
We do not consent
To get taxes and mandatory vaccines.
We do not
To
consent
the GMOs that you grow.
We do not
To
consent
adhering your geoengineering.
We don't consent to the fluoride in the water supply, blinding our third eye and keeping us compliant. We don't consent to the wars you wage every day, bombing innocent children hundreds of miles away. We don't consent to you hiding our true history, or your secret societies keeping it a mystery. Cause you've been lying to all of us for centuries. Now it's time we break through your green screen reality. There won't be a rock and turn for y'all to be hiding. You're unprepared for the upcoming uprising, and no denying that you've ruled for too long. And we're chipping away at your armor with each song. We use the truth to put an end to the abuse. Once you see what's to come, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. You think we're just lambs lining up for the slaughter?
Shout out to ODD. He always makes great music that goes great with my topics that I talk about. So now I'm going to talk about Agent Orange, and we're going to talk about the seeding of the clouds. They made it rain on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. It's Operation Popeye, Operation Ranch Hand, and Operation Commando Lava. They used Agent Orange. It was a tactic used in Vietnam. Altogether, the U.S. government sprayed more than 19 million gallons of it, plus other herbicides in all 4 military zones in Vietnam. It said the goal was to remove the foliage that provided enemy cover. That's why they used the Agent Orange. Agent Orange was also used in the Korean War. When I read about Agent Orange, I think about the civilians, the innocent people that suffered, the mothers, the children, even the earth and the animals suffering from this Agent Orange. Chemical warfare. I think about the soldiers who are suffering from respiratory, prostate, and myeloma cancers. I feel the pain because I watched my mother with ovarian cancer and the chemo poison slowly and painfully kill my mother. Soldiers and people also suffer from Hodgkin's disease, non-Hodgkin's, lymphoma, diabetes, and diabetes mellitus, peripheral neuropathy, which is a nervous system condition, ischemic heart disease, and Parkinson's disease. I see so many ads or commercials for compensation payments. The evil people at the top of the pyramids think their money is going to solve the problem and take away these soldiers' pain. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the seeding of the clouds to make it rain on the Ho Chi Minh Trail and why. Operation Popeye. Project Controlled Weather. It was a military cloud seeding operation carried out by the U.S. Air Force during the Vietnam War from 1967 to 1972. The highly classified program attempted to extend the monsoon season over specific areas of the Ho Chi Minh Trail in order to disrupt North Vietnamese military supplies by softening road surfaces and causing landslides. Everything I'm talking about is going to tie into weather warfare. I just had to throw in Agent Orange because, that's chemical warfare. But chemicals are used to make the weather stronger or to, create weather. They use different types of chemicals. So we're going to get into the flares. And I was searching, how does these flares relate, to cloud seeding to chemtrails today? And the evidence I found was mind-blowing because I almost gave up. Saying, in my mind that I wasn't, I was thinking, how can flares tie into the chemtrails they're using today? And this is the evidence I found. The ingredients in the flares are: flares produce their light through the combustion of pyrotechnic composition. The ingredients vary, but often based on strontium nitrate, potassium nitrate, or potassium perchlorate, and mixed with the fuels such as charcoal, sulfur, sawdust, aluminum, and magnesium, or a suitable polymeric resin. Excuse me, sorry, I was just drinking some coffee. Flares may be colored by the inclusion of pyrotechnic colorants. Calcium flares are used underwater to illuminate submerged objects. So there's many types of flares. But my point is, as you see in these flares that they use, there's strontium, aluminum, and it makes me think about the chemtrails. They're just taking these flares, and the chemtrails are sort of replacing the flares, but in a larger, them spraying it from a plane like that, these chemicals, it's a larger effect than just a little flare, if you get what I'm saying. Now I'm going to touch base on soil samples: barium, strontium, aluminum, magnesium, and other chemicals that are found in the soil, in the water. People have been testing this stuff for years. And I found this article, and the numbers that were in this article were insane, the levels. Testing of soils and aquifers include lakes, ponds, and streams conclusively proves that the chemtrails are composed of toxic levels of aluminum, barium, and strontium, impacting negatively on every living biosystem exposed. The EPA declares 1,000 parts per billion as an unacceptably toxic level of aluminum. Testing of soil and water sources on and around Mount Shasta shows 61,000 parts per billion of aluminum, 3,090 parts per billion of barium, and 375 parts per billion of strontium. The pH balance of soil in this region is being dramatically compromised as a result of chemtrails, including the poisoning of the snow that covers this glorious mountain, contaminating the myriad water sources the melted snow supplies, meaning all the water that melts from the tip of the mountain comes down as their drinking water. Currently, the most prevailing issue of the climate change in the world is geoengineering, and one of the most prevailing issue in this is the using of chemtrails to change the climate. These chemtrails are left over in the sky with the help of special types of jet planes, which use to spray aluminum, barium, and strontium, and magnesium and other chemicals in the sky to make a thick parallel line or thick parallel lines. With the help of condensation due to change in air pressure at that height, these thick parallel lines are the condensed layers of aluminum, barium, and strontium, and other chemicals which use to stop some of the sun rays. Which used to stop the some rays of sunlight coming to the sky, but sadly, it also prevents the heat rays to go out of the Earth space due to the layers formed. These sprays are causing the increase of aluminum in the environment of these particles can move trillions of miles and are causing different problems and diseases like asthma in our planet today. The analysis performed helps to know about the increase of these aluminum particles on our plane of existence, and the studies performed shows the problem caused by the spraying to these nanoparticles in the atmosphere. Whether you believe or you don't, they're spraying regardless. And I'm just here to shed light on these topics. I've done so much research on this stuff, and I'm going to make a part 2 and a part 3 to this weather warfare. I'm also going to get into the 5G and smart grid. I'm going to talk a little bit more about the lasers they use. We're going to get into some of the other weapons they use for quiet wars. Peace out, everybody. Until next time,